So let's go over this real quick. This list specifically came from Mental Misstep. I'm not going to give his real name right now, but he's very good at Legacy, and he just thought that this sort of deck might work. At first glance, it looks like Chalice of the Void and Ancient Stirrings are at odds, but if you think about it, the War Prison deck in Modern also has the same anti-synergy. So, like, I don't think that's really a deal breaker. Let's go to the deck list real quick. Like, what's actually going on here is I think that a green prison deck, not a deck main decking choke, as has canonically been the case before, but with Ancient Stirrings, Sylvan Library, and I think Karn is the bridge, no pun intended, for this sort of deck to work. Well, you say unsub, but you subbed, and I appreciate the 9-month resub, Matt. I don't think... I think this is fine. Like, obviously there are going to be some awkward cases, but hopefully you just get to burn all of your stirrings before you play your Chalice, or you can hope that the Chalice hurts your opponent more than casting Ancient Stirrings would. Yes, you subbed. I'm going to open a chest because I thought that was the intended thing. Yeah, maybe. Alright. Matt, here's what your chest contained. An Archangel's Light, an Opal Guardian, and 5 play points. Look, it could be weak. I just want to try it because Mental Misstep did so well in the challenge. And I think he has a 5-0 with the deck. Maybe a bit more than that. I think it's just an interesting idea, and, you know, science is worth it. I think Walking Ballista might solve the Narset problem, but obviously not for sure. Oh yeah, that chest was definitely a head desk. No. Where did my other trade binder go? I guess... Right, that was weird. My other binder disappeared. Would I open Archangel's Light and Opal Guardian? I'm gonna try it. Obviously, if the deck sucks, you know, we can do something else. Later at around 8:30, I'm planning to have a guest to play some Storm, so we're gonna try that later, hopefully. But first, I want to play this deck. All right, so let's get to it. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday. Excited to play some Legacy. We're playing against Get 'em Girls 1203. This looks like a keep. It's a pretty good hand, I think. Alright, so what do I want to do? Guess it's kind of tough. I'm gonna Mox pitch Wasteland, play Stirrings first, and decide where to go from there. Sort of a problem. I don't know if the bridge is going to be good. It might be great, or it might be completely dead. What should I do here? I think I'm gonna take the 3 ball and just hope it's good. Yeah, I think that has to be the play. Obviously, it's a little bit awkward. I think 3 ball is probably better on average, given we have a turn 1 Mox, but it's not determined. It's obviously like random whether it's going to be better than the bridge. This sucks. This is like kind of awk. Wow, they're so lucky that they named Trinisphere. Obviously joking. Alright. Must be ghosting. Alright, so kind of hope they aren't Reanimator by this point. If they are, it will suck, but whatever. Looks like Reanimator. Smells like Reanimator. Probably is Reanimator. Alright. Ooh, an Ashen Rider and a Gristle. Oh, looks like we're gonna lose. I can draw a bridge. And then what? So there's a bridge on the bottom of my deck, so I basically want to shuffle the bridge back in. So I have 3 looks at a bridge, but then they could just like Ashen Rider it, you know, next turn, which would kind of suck. So I can Stirrings, then play 3-ball. And then waste their Badlands and hope to get a bridge the next turn. Is that the best plan? I would go to 11. It actually seems like the best plan to me. Right. What's up, Renga87? Right. If I Karn, what happens? 2, 3, 4. If I play Karn, I could get Tormod Crypt, which does nothing. Karn get bridge. Well, the problem is, if I make that play, they can double Ashen Rider next turn most likely. I'll have 3 looks at a 3-outer next turn for the bridge. Because there are 3 bridge in my main deck. So the thought is, am I supposed to 3-ball plus Wasteland this turn? Or am I supposed to Karn, hope they don't have a 2-mana reanimation spell? I guess the Karn is actually the better line. No, I shuffled. I shuffled with my fetch. So the bridge is back in circulation. If I 3-ball, do I take Karn? Yes, I understand they have Cabal Therapy. I'm planning... I don't know, this is really hard. Alright, I'm going to... I could just... Karn... I was thinking I could just get Karn, get Crypt, and hope to hit Bridge. Actually, that might be the best line. Alright, I'm actually going to do that, I think. I'm going to play Karn, get Crypt, and hope to hit Bridge, because they usually only have one Ashen Rider and one Tidespout Tyrant. Plus, I think they have to attack my Karn this turn. We're getting new ninjas. It's kind of sweet. I'm not good at playing the ninja deck anymore, but that is sweet. Maybe they won't attack Karn. UB ninjas is the limited archetype. That's kind of sick. Well, ninjas were a staple of Betrayers of Kamigawa. I think the best one were Okiba Gang. Mistblade Shinobi was pretty good. Higuri the Steel Wind... Higuri the Silent Wind was pretty good. GR lands in Graveyard. Alright, I have no hand now. That's a lot of hand disruption. Wow. Red-green lands cares about lands in Graveyard. You've come to the right stream for that. Alright. If I hit Bridge here, I'm actually in pretty good shape, I think. Oh! Oh my god! Look at that! We are something. I'm not sure the greatest is what I would say. Alright, so I'm gonna waste that, play Bridge. So, their plan is going to be to try to reanimate this Ashen Rider. I'm going to Crypt. And then I kind of have to hope they can't make Tidespout in the same turn, plus play a spell. Obviously, that's still a tall order, but we have some time. The reason I paid 4 life last turn was I just wanted to clear out this stuff. Clear out the top card, rather, and try to dig a little bit deeper. Basically, if I get to... Yeah, I have to Crypt here, unfortunately. Basically, if I get like anything else that's relevant, I'll be in good shape. But if they go like Land, Ritual, Entomb for Tidespout, well, like this. Consti Austria, thank you for the follow. Probably dead. Maybe I can take their only castable spell. Damn. Alright, good beats. Well, yeah, that's why I said 2-mana reanimation spell. Alright, maybe they'll mess it up. It's really hard for them to mess it up because all they have to do is cast Unmask and bounce my bridge. Right. Yeah, it kind of sucked. Welcome to Reanimator. Well, they did get to draw like 14 cards. That's why they were like that. I think Walking Ballista is terrible. I think the rest of the cards are good. I want to leave one Crypt in the sideboard. I think I want to side in the Relic. And I don't think Crucible matters. I think maybe I just don't have time to... Alright, I'm going to configure like this. The plan is to Spyglass Gristlebrand, so they don't get to draw 7. I think if they black-red, I lost game 1. Dusedris is the builder of this deck. So welcome Dusedris to the chat. All right. Seems like a keep versus black-red. I'm not a black-red I'm not an expert, but this looks like a keep to me. I think Walking Ballista sucks in this matchup. Like, it doesn't actually do anything except be like a very slow fireball. My hand's pretty good though, so like I feel good about this game. I need to keep in all of the ballistas. Oh, for Chancellor. Okay. I will do that next game, but obviously didn't know that now. I wonder if they're going to Thoughtseize my Thought-Knot and then reanimate that. And the question is, if they do that, do I Crypt myself? Alright, they took Karn instead. That's alright. I think I'm just going to Chalice on one now. Gonna Chalice on one, then play Thought-Knot next turn. They got Gristle, which is probably correct. They probably just figure they need to fight through the hate. Note they can't run the Exhume plus Entomb response trick because I have a Crypt. Okay. Get that. I'll just fetch for Savannah now. Well, actually, I should get Force in case they side in Blood Moon like a maniac. Entomb, Wear Tear. Guess I'm taking Wear Tear, right? Because then they have to find a destruction spell for that, and a way to get a fatty and a reanimation spell. Not going to play the Ensnaring Bridge because I would rather attack them, I think. Ooh, that was nice. Alright. Let's do it. I left a Crypt in my sideboard, right? Oh, they packed it in. Alright. Okay, you want me to have the Ballista back in for Chancellor to eat Chancellor triggers? I guess... Maybe Sylvan... Sylvan's really good, though. I don't know. What would you take out, then? I think maybe Relic is too slow, but maybe Sylvan Library sucks. Maybe this Karn sucks. I guess I'll leave him one Sylvan. I want the bridge, right? And I want the 3-ball. You can ask Just Cedrus Dilly G. That is the creator of the deck. Yeah, I already took out Crucible, and I don't think you can take out this Karn because it finds Tormod's Crypt. This Karn can go because it doesn't do anything except draw you cards and make an idiot. I think I'm going to configure like this then. Yep, I think this is just, this being a Crypt is too good. You don't have 5 forests. Play more Brushlands then, Nicholas. Brushland's basically a tri-land for this deck. That's the land I added that Nicholas did not have, or he did not have originally. You're playing lands? Do you keep this hand set on the draw? They've gone to 6. I feel like I should keep, but I think I'm actually going to... Really? I have a soul land? Have Crypt, Relic, Chalice. Alright, fine, I'll maul. I guess this is a keep. This is really unexciting, but this is actually worse than the other hand, but I guess I'll leave it on top. Gonna pitch Blast Zone. Alright, they didn't have the Entomb, which is nice. The Mox made it perfect, I think. So they're like... that sucks a lot. I guess I'll Thought-Knot them now. Jeez, Serenity is really, really, really good versus this deck. Guess I take Entomb. Tomb's like the best card in their hand. They have more reanimation than ways to get things in their graveyard, generally speaking. Obviously, it's going to suck if they draw Looting. Alright, they drew Delta. That's good for me. Alright. I think I'm going to waste their Scrubland. It costs me a lot of resources to do that, but I don't really foresee me winning any sort of fair game. Basically, I'm just going to attack them with this 4/4 and hope they brick off for a while. Now I'll play that. In case if they like go looting into reanimate, they can bounce it EOT and like they can't really pay 7. Alright, Thought-Knot! Get there! Get there, Thought-Knot! Let's go, Thought-Knot. Nice. Thank you, deck. Really, I appreciate it, deck, a lot. I really, really appreciate it. I don't know. How do you beat a 4/4? That's a great question. Alright. 1-0 with Green Prison. 4/4 for 4. That thought seized my opponent's best card. Unbeatable. Actually unbeatable. As well, it's pretty good there. Did they really print Suspend Mox? I don't understand. I don't understand Suspend Mox. The key characteristic of a Mox being good is that it's good on like turn 1 or 2, really, in my opinion. I compare Lotus Bloom to Black Lotus. I don't really understand. Stephanagos. I wonder if it's Miracles. Ooh, this hand's pretty good. I guess I Chalice on 1. Mentor and Baby Teferi. There is Parry and Riposte. Alright. I think I'm just gonna Mox once and play probably play Karn. They didn't force my Chalice. Yeah, I think that was my exact reasoning said. I didn't say it, but that was my exact reasoning. I'm just gonna minus. These Karn structs are gonna get really big fast. Next turn I can plus, try to hit another mana. It looks like the Chalice for one might have shut out my opponent's entire hand. Alright, this looks like Miracle. This might be CB. Just because, like, yeah. Oh. I'll plus. They're gonna give me Rainforest. Alright, I'm gonna see if this resolves. Alright, their top card is Ponder, which is fine. Oh, this is fine. This is just fine. Fair and Riposte. I don't think they're gonna print more like Broken Moxen, unfortunately. What sucks for them? I guess probably. I actually think 3-ball kind of sucks versus Miracles, but I also think Walking Ballista is not the best. But also Ensnaring Bridge kind of sucks too, so I don't know. Maybe I'm going to leave in 1 bridge. Does that sound reasonable? That's fair. I'll side out 2 bridges for 2 chokes. Does that seem reasonable? Alright, I'll leave in 3-ball as well. You usually cut Crucibles? Okay. I could actually see that. Do I side in Grid? I don't side in Grid or Orb, do I? Like, the plan is to just wish for them, play them, and, like... Oh, I see. Grid gets sided in versus all who does Butt Miracle? Interesting. Should I side in one Spyglass? I feel like that should actually happen. Alright. Yeah, I was figuring it out as I went. Having 25 lands is kind of nice here. This hand's pretty good. Obviously not going to mulligan. I think I'm going to jam Library on one. What do you think of that? Bob, I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic or not. What? Oh my god, what am I doing? Shit. Well, I guess that paid off. But I was not supposed to do that, actually. Yeah, this actually worked out as well as possible, but I was not supposed to do that. Oh, fair enough. This is... I think the impetus behind all of this was similar to how War Prison operates. Actually, screw it. I'm just going to play Library. This... Okay, it's fine. Next turn I can play Karn. They probably just drew the Force? Or they just drew the Brainstorm. I'm not sure which. Gonna play around Spell Pierce. Oh, I could have... This was a missequence. What I could have done was just play the city, tap the city. Well, War plays Stirrings and Chalice as well. Is the only analog. I hope it's not a Jace. That was weird. What does that mean? I feel like it means something. Not sure what. Alright, yeah, you're right. Okay. Not gonna play this because I think my city is more valuable than playing the Wasteland out. Ooh, click. Alright. You want to take my Ancient Stirrings? Probably not. Whoa. They took my stirring. Oh, so they're planning to kill my Chalice. I guess is what that means. Or bounce my Chalice. Like so. Or bounce my Sylvan Library. Like so. Alright, come on, Walking Ballista! Do I get Bridge? Do I get Bridge or Ballista? I think I'm gonna get Bridge, but I'm not sure. Well, so the flip side to not get Ballista this turn is that... Well, I guess if I get another... Well, no. I guess they can't plow my Ballista, so the Ballista is going to be pretty safe. to dump a bunch of mana into. So I guess that might be correct. But the thing is, do I want to protect my Karn? So if I get Bridge, I can play Bridge this turn. They can't attack my Karn. The next turn I can wish for Ballista. If I get the Ballista, I basically am priced into shooting the Click. So I think I'm going to get Bridge. I should have played the Wasteland they knew about and not the Brushland they didn't know about. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, next turn I'm going to go for the Lattice. I'm going to just force them to have another counter because if they don't, they instantly die. And they didn't counter my Karn or other things. So I'm just going to go for it. One thing that could happen is they could hypothetically have Disenchant. It actually makes sense for them to have Disenchant in their hand. So if I want to play around Disenchant, I could just get the Ballista and like wipe their board. They had 2 mana last turn. Okay, so they probably drew land then. They didn't play a land last turn. But they do have Hardcrest Force. I'm going to make a play that looks weird, but I'll explain it in a second. I actually am going to get Ballista and only play it for 2. All right. This was Galaxy Brain by me, I think. The reason to do this is you get to play 2 spells in 1 turn as well. Alright, need to find... Ooh, that's actually a good one. I don't want to take damage really. So what I'm going to do is... I guess I'll lead with Spyglass. I don't... Alright, nice. That was very good for me. Okay. Just getting the info that their hand sucks is nice. The second library does nothing. Well, I guess it's another permanent for like Smokestack or something like that. What's up, Mats? Oh, if I have 2 fetches, it does do something. That's true. Now I'm going to waste that to cut them off double white. I think I'm very advantaged here. That's fair, Mats. Do I Chalice on 2? Or do I just Chalice on 1 again? We're 1-0. We beat Black-Red 2-1 round 1. I think I'm going to Chalice on 2. Sup, Schultz. Well, it shuts off disenchant. I'm still sort of soft to well, I couldn't Chalice on 3. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So I could have done that if I had paid some life, but that feels like unnecessarily dangerous for no reason. Alright. I think I'm just gonna go for the Lattice this turn, because I'm pretty sure I have a land on top of my deck. Did we do it? Woo! Alright. Okay. So they want to make sure that I actually have a way to kill them. Or not. Thank you, Stefan, for graciously conceding. Everyone named Stefan is a gentleman and a scholar. 2-0 so far with Green Prison. Woo! Alright, thanks for everyone hanging on the stream. I would be delinquent in my duties if I didn't shout out my sponsors. I would like to give a shout out to Mana Traders, of which you can use this link if you're thinking about using the service. I rent all my decks from them now. And a shout out to Cardboard Live, whose extension is used on the left-hand side to see the decks. And also they're on the SCG and WotC coverage. Ooh, Bakura. Appreciate all of the support that y'all gave to the stream. And we're playing Green Prison. A mighty deck, to be sure. Or, I'm not so sure, but we're finding out. Bakura. Okay. So is Sakura Sakura or Sakura? Alright, we're 2 playing against Guitarmi. And this is a mulligan. Don't have a soul land. If I Stirrings into a soul land, this hand would be absurd. Problem is, A, first off, if I get discard spelled, it's not even that good. B, Stirrings is not Demonic Tutor. So I think I'm just gonna mulligan. This is fine. Mox on top? Ooh, Thought-Knot. Do I keep the Thought-Knot? What do y'all think? Should I keep the Thought-Knot? My gut says no. I'm not going to keep the Thought-Knot, I think. You'd keep it. Cook the 4th. It's Mono Green Prison. Woo! Alright. Three ball. Yes! Okay. Based on that, I'm going to guess Storm. And here's why. If it's not Storm, it's Grixis. I really think it's just Storm. And I don't really have a good read to say that except... Could be black-red. I would rather have... I'm gonna leave in one bridge. Maybe... Yeah, but I think... What else do I... do I want the Canonist in my deck or in my sideboard? Probably sideboard, right? I was also thinking that if I just drew a Mox on turn 1, it would be so much better than the Thought-Knot Seer said. I didn't say that out loud. It was a thought I had, so... And, you know... Our opponent is Adnaw's Tendrils. That's what I was thinking. But, you know... do I want anything else? Gut says no. Guess a Ratchet Bomb in the sideboard might be better than a Bridge because of Empty the Warrens. Alright. I'll configure like this, I think. Our opponent might not be a guy. Alright, keep. Send me a message on Discord. This person is on Goldfish as Ant. Okay, thank you. I mean, I sort of guessed it based on how that game played out, but obviously it's good to know for sure. Also, this hand's like a snap keep. Sub shop, shop, shop. So they scratch at the top. That probably means like pedal discard, if I had to guess. But that's fine. Like, my hand's still really good. Right. Land! Right. So I'm gonna Chalice for one. Any land gives me 3-ball, so... guess I would slightly rather have access to white mana if I could. This is worse versus Hurkyl's Recall, but that's okay. The 3-ball forces the action on Hurkyl's Recall. Next turn I'll play Sylvan. So they're probably going to like decay a bunch of things slowly. Alright. Land? So playing a second 3-ball does nothing versus Hurkyl's, but it does something versus like a spot removal spell. But I think they would need Hurkyl's rather than anything else to get out of this. So I'm going to play the Sylvan Library. Because I think they pretty much have to kill both of these. Sylvan, that's correct. This is an experimental deck built by Cedrus, who's in the chat. Alright. Land would be really good here. I'm going to start blowing up their artifact mana. And there's the land. I can control Z that. That's good to know. Put on top. Put on top. Oh, I don't even have to do that. I guess I can to play around them, like, killing my entire board. So I'll kill the lead first. I think they're going to end up regretting a few things about the Modern Horizons, and that might be one of them, yes. But obviously, like, it's hard to tell for sure. I'm sort of scared of getting killed by, like, a raw-dogged tendrils. But maybe I shouldn't be. What can I get? How do I feel about the price of Mycosynth Lattice? It disgusts me. Coating is like a Rashadan port, so I guess I'm supposed to get that. Well, so I was thinking about getting the Lattice, but the problem is if they just float and then Hercules call me in response, I would die, basically. So I'm considering if I can play around Hercules Recall. The Hercules Recall thing is what I'm thinking about. Should I play around Hercules Recall? Orb is better versus Recall? Is that even true? I guess I can't even play around Hercules Recall, so I'm not going to. Yeah. Alright. I'm not going to overthink it. This is probably correct. Alright. I was just overthinking it. Thank you, chat, for keeping me in line. Shout out to y'all. 3-0 with Monorine Prison. With a very, very, very small amount of white. What Atom Bottom Jeans Dreams with the fur, the whole club was looking in jeans. What was that? Cook the Fourth? Is that something that I should know but I don't? Because I have no idea what that is. Let's see. I could Stirrings into a Soul Land, and this hand will do pretty good. I guess I... Do you keep this, Sad? Oh, I shipped you a sword, Cook. On the play ship. Oh, yes, keep. There's a lot of issues for lands right now, Sullivan. I haven't been winning a lot with that deck, unfortunately. I do think you have some really good matchups, but a lot of the format has gotten polarized to be really good versus you, so it's kind of sad, but whatevs. Anyways, I'm going to fetch for Force and cast Stirrings. What if I live under a rock, Max? You know I live under a rock. Soul Land? None deserve a Soul Land, unfortunately. I think I'm going to just take Chalice. It's Chalice, Karn, 3-ball, 2 Sylvan Libraries. can't wait for Swamp Cabal Therapy named Chalice of the Void. Did my opponent mulligan? Ancient Tomb. Alright. I think now... Well, what I was about to say is I really want land. I don't think I'm allowed to waste that, unfortunately. I also just don't really want to cast a Chalice. This is awkward. I think I'm just going to play Land Sago. Now I wish I had taken anything but Chalice, but whatever. I think not wasting there is correct. Ooh, okay. This explains a lot. Alright, Soul Land? Damn. Do I waste the Cloud Post? Probably not. I think I just play Bridge, even though I think Bridge kind of sucks here. This is going to be a weird matchup, I think. Depends on how they're constructed, but basically I think what matters is getting a mana advantage. My best card is like Crucible of Worlds plus Wasteland, but I'm not really anywhere close to doing that. Yeah, exactly, said. That's how I would view it too. Alright, it's fine. I think I'm gonna lose. If I waste a Cloud Post, what happens? I agree, said. Yeah, our hand was unplayable in this matchup, but I can't know that. Next game I will know, obviously. Let's see, if I waste that, they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they don't, they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like wasting is not even that good, though. Maybe I should waste. Waste cuts off 3 mana. Alright, I'm going to. But obviously this kind of sucks all around. Chalice is like laughably bad versus our opponent, I think. Oh well. Urborg. Do you agree with the Wasteland there said? I think that's sort of like an interesting question. That's not ideal. I think it's right, which is why I did it, obviously, but I thought not, my opponent. Ooh, that's a yikes. That's actually... Well, I guess they can't cast it. Wish I'd gotten a Thought-Knot that one, but... So, I'm hoping for a Punk Out win. Let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't kill my Thought-Knot yet. If they attack with both, I'm just not going to block. They'll get another 2/2. I'm going to play Karn. And... yeah, I'm not blocking. I guess we just play Karn. Could just kill their Chalice. That's probably the correct play. They forgot to pump their Ballista in response to Karn. So next turn, if I draw... 1, 2, 3, 4. If I draw any land, I can Lattice them, which is probably good enough to win the game. It's kind of sick. So I just need to draw a land. Any land is good, because then I can lattice them. Oh, I guess Karn will only be on 4 then. I guess that doesn't quite work. I'll have another Karn, I guess. It's funny, this is just an Urza's factory instead of, like, being a Stone Cold Bomb in the matchup. Did I know their last card? Oh. Okay. Not good. I can. I want to hide that. Actually, I guess I'm supposed to. I should have done that before, I guess. Shit. Alright. Just realized I fucked something up, but it's fixable. Now if I draw a land, I get to lattice them again. Yeah, I punted before by not emptying my chalices out. Land would be really good. Oh, these games look horrible. Doesn't a regular land work too, Sed? No! Oh, maybe they'll get lattice. Maybe they'll get lattice. Oh, then I'll lose, though. I don't know. I'm sick of this now. Oh boy. That's right. That's right. Plus, they could just kill my Karn at any point, so it would actually be horrible. Alright, they got lattice. Maybe they won't realize that they have to kill my Karn. I will get to be on the play for the next game, and I'll have Wasteland, so it'll be kind of nice. Alright. Now that I've drawn a second card, I can't use... These get to kill my Karn. Alright, that sucked. This strikes me as a very bad card. So I think I should just side in like any card that does almost anything. Relic, because it cycles. What do I side out? Said. Do I just leave a Spyglass on the board? Okay. Then I'm gonna side like this. Does this seem fine? Gosh, that was a stupid game. I kind of hate it. Oh my gosh. Alright. If I do that, what card do I want in? Like Winter Orb, maybe? Orb is kind of like random, though. Spyglass? I really just don't want Chalice in my deck, I think, is the moral of the story. Canonist. Just 2/2 for 2. No, I can dig that. Just a random creature is probably better than... Yeah. Alright. So, I guess the note is maybe your configuration's a little soft to Eldrazi Post, but that's okay. Or, rather, your sideboard is soft to Eldrazi Post, not that your deck is soft to it. This is a keep, I think. I don't think you're allowed to mulligan a hand that has 2 Wastelands versus Post. Also, should have sided out a Crucible to wish for? Probably not. I'm gonna Mox, pitch Savannah, play Rainforest, and Ballista for 1, I think. That's fair. That's a good point. Really good point, actually. Alright, I'm gonna waste that monoliths, or that tomb so fast. Just trying to scrap it out. They have the better late game by a lot, so I prioritize denying their mana. Probably gonna waste that one too. Could just cycle my relic first, and I'm going to. Damping Sphere might be better. Ha, nice. Nice, nice, nice. They're already at 16. Just 16 more attacks with my 1/1 Ballista. Come and get it. Alright. Is there a reason to do that? Ah, that's the reason to do that. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay, well... Get wrecked. Karn is, like, the best possible here because it's a triple Stone Rain. Ivurgen, alright. They could cast, like, an endless one for 3, I guess. I'm just gonna play Thought-Knot, continue the beats. Alright, take that one. What can I get? Guess I'll get Liquimetal Coating. We're playing small ball because all I need are a few turns to kill their lands and then they lose. Suspect the game has ended. That was a nice 3-ball you cast. And then I drew the Karn. That was sick. Alright. Exactly, yeah. I agree, Sid, because all you need to do is just keep them off of their critical amount of mana, and then you can do things. Not going to change anything now. That was a sick game. Keep. Any hand that has, like, soul lands, fast mana, or a Wasteland, I think is a keep. Obviously, this hand doesn't look like it does a lot, but I don't think I'm allowed to mulligan. Alright. I only have 4 Mox Diamonds that are affected by it, but it's probably correct for them to do that. Alright. I am going to play Tomb. I think the turn 2 Thoughtseize is better than doing anything else. Just hope they don't have, like, a giant creature this turn. They do have 7 mana. That sucks. Alright. Probably taking my Thought-Knot, if I had to guess. I guess they could take Stirrings. Nah. Alright, they took Thought-Knot. I guess I just play Sylvan instead? I think it's better to play Sylvan than other things. Mostly because I think this is a better play versus second Thought-Knot off the top. Which may or may not be something I should actually worry about, but like... Opponents doing vintage stuff? Yeah. I mean, like, our hand was fine. I would not say, like, it was great or anything, but I'm not going to mulligan this hand when it had 2 pieces of fast mana, a dig spell, and a Thought-Knot. Like, I just don't think your average... Even your average 7 is worse than that. Well, no, like, we had almost an identical hand. Like, the Chalice did nothing. Like, they were just on the play, right? Weren't our hands, like, actually essentially identical? Well, I don't think Meat Hooks is a great deck. They're already at 10 from their mana base. I don't know why they didn't kill the library. That's actually really baffling, yeah. They're trying to Chalice on 1 probably. It's basically free now because of that. Oh, okay. Well... kind of screwed now. But we have the same deck, Matt. Don't think I have time to cast Bit Stirrings. Alright, I can Spyglass that. Or I can take the bridge. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, play a land, go down to 5, play the bridge, go down to 4, so I still get hit for 7, but I'll be at -2 from that, so it'll be... that looks like a losing battle to me. So I guess I should Spyglass the Ugin and hope to top deck. That's fair. But the problem is casting the second stirrings would also take time, right? Oh my god. Alright. Again, the ineffable. Their draw is very good. I will agree with that. 6, 7, 8. They can pump once 8. So I basically am at an effective 2, which means I can't tap Tomb again. This is very bad. Just getting punked out in the first game felt kind of bad, I guess, is the reality. But I didn't pump. Nice, they're gonna Thought-Knot my 3-ball. I actually actively want them to do that. Alright, come on, bridge! Bridge, 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 bridge! I can go get a bridge and then die to their ballista. That sucks. Alright. I think I'm dead, right? Yes. Can I play that? No, there's no way around it. I would have to tap both tombs. Alright, yeah, GG. Kind of shit matchup. I think we should be favored because of the Wastelands and Crucibles, but whatever. It's close enough that I wouldn't want to play that matchup a lot. Do you agree with that said? This opponent usually plays Maverick, I think. This is pretty good versus Maverick, I think. What do you think? Well, I'm going to keep, and then what's the play? Mox, pitch. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I think I'm going to keep the second city, yeah. I'm going to 3-ball on 1, though. That was a good draw. I think I'm just going to get Coating. Theory is, if I get enough time, like, if they don't play another fetch, the Coating is actually basically GG. They had another fetch, I guess, but that's okay. So, funny thing I could do, which is sort of risky, is plus on my Trinisphere, attack for 3, then play Coating and Stirrings. I wonder if that's actually good. I know, there's actually a shit ton of lines right here. I could also minus for Spyglass, cast it. They'll probably crack both of their fetches. Oh my god. It's a nightmare. Alright, I think the correct answer is actually to play TKS, yeah. I was considering all of the potential lines. What the hell? Alright, guess I'll take... I take Mage or Leovold. I can play one spell per turn. I think I just take Mage, yeah. I don't care about the Leovold. That's fair. That's actually that is a slightly better sequence. You're correct. Wasteland. Okay. So I know their entire hand. Yeah, it would be great to have Crucible right here. I guess I could just Stirrings for a land, though. Okay, I actually know their entire hand, so if I attack with 3-ball for 7 damage, I can Stirrings, play Coating. I think I actually am supposed to do that now. Right. I also know their complete hands, so that's why I think it's safe. Gee, what happens if I just play Ballista? Is that better than alternative? Yeah, playing Ballista for 2 actually seems much better. So I'm going to do that. They're almost dead somehow. Just kind of insane. I can't really tell what their deck is actually supposed to do yet. I really have no idea. Attack for 7. Could just get Winter Orb. That might be good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna get Winter Orb. Should have attacked first, but whatever. Orb plus Trinisphere is like a really, really, really rude combo, actually. Alright, so they have Tundra Heath Witness. If they attack my Karn, they die. Unless they have Dried Arbor. Yeah. Okay, so I guess the question is, what do I do? Right, they didn't attack. Well, that makes it easy. If I plus on that, can pump that, shoot Dried Arbor so they die. Alright. Well, that was sick. So it looks like they're like Bant Maverick / Leovold, which I guess is technically 4-color Maverick, all things considered. Kind of feels like I'm pre-boarded versus them, honestly. Like, my deck is pretty well set up as their deck is constructed. The question is, do I want choke or not? I think is the real question. What do you think? Aside and choke, what do I cut? It's like also a question which I don't think is particularly obvious. Oh my god, what do I do? I have 72 seconds to figure this out. Do I want choke or not? Spyglass or bomb? What would you take out then? I'm not opposed to that. Alright, I could see shaving like chalices on the draw. Also, Triniball, 3-ball might be worse. Alright, I'm gonna leave in one Trinisphere. I don't know if like this is correct. It's kind of hard to tell because we didn't actually get to see that much of their deck. And I guess need to draw another soul land. Alright. Still gonna Chalice on one. They probably have Plow in their deck based on configuration of deck. We're 3-1 with Mono Green Prison. I lost to Cloud Post last round, which was kind of sad, but hope they don't play Knight. Knight of the Reliquary would be the scariest card they could play, in my opinion. Underground Sea, maybe for the Leovold. That's actually really not good for me. Alright. Good to know about, I suppose. I'm kind of going to die to that, I think. Only forests. Alright. Maybe I won't die to the knight. Because I have 3 forests in play. Not feeling optimistic about this, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to die to Deputy. Also, I'm going to die to my hand looking like this, I think. And also, Palace Jailer is pretty good in this matchup. I think I'm going to side 3-ball back in on the play. Although, it kind of looks like they don't have like a lot of cheap stuff, right? So maybe the 3-ball's not even good. But I would have thought they would have Noble Hierarch and stuff like that, right? Well, I guess they have a Standforge at least, but... SoFi. Vegite. I actually even cut one from your previous list. I guess I replaced it with another and added a land, but guess I have to cast this one. Ah! Alright. Things make more sense now. This is a 4-color Birthing Pod deck. This actually makes a lot more sense now. It does. I mean, it makes more sense than it did before. I think I'm going to take SoFi. There's a lot of problems with this plan. But... Alright. I'm going to have Chalice in, but not 3-ball. And I'm not going to have Choke in, I think, based on deck configuration now. I think Choke is just too bad to have in versus a deck that actually has mana creatures. So I would take 3, go to 3. Block there, they shoot it twice. I take 2, go to 4. Guess that's fine. I feel like I have to do that though. This is not good. This is really not good. But it is what it is. They can like even knight away land, play a land to play. Maybe. Oh, so they're gonna Wasteland my Wasteland. Can't Thought-Knot myself, right? I would actually want to. Alright, I guess I'm dead. Well, no, I'm not dead, right? Never mind. Karn Animate Bridge is also a play. Is that better than Thought-Knotting their Sophie? Actually, it probably is. Because then I can wish for Ballista next turn. This is actually a good play because I can wish for Ballista next turn. Also, yeah, it shuts off the SoFi, the Pod, and the Jite. So, this is probably the correct line. I've made all of the game actions I can for now. And let's hope this goes okay. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Find it intriguing that this 4-color pod deck has Wasteland in it. Maybe that's okay. Do you think they're going to Meddling Mage Mycosynth Lattice? Because I do not think they should do that. Because if you like just Wasteland me, it's the same thing as maging Mycosynth Lattice. Yeah, so I think they're gonna Wasteland me. Also, it's kind of awkward that I can't remove that, I guess, but... Maybe they only have one Wasteland in their deck. That'd be kind of wild, actually. Alright, come on, land! Damn. Alright. Probably going to take their Revel Arc, actually. Ooh, maybe I take their Revoker, actually. What's in their hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have a Revel Arc. Maybe they only have one Wasteland in their deck, I guess. That'd be the logical conclusion. Alright, so a land... Any land gives me Mycosynth Lattice. Maybe that's good enough. Voke is 6 on it. So I don't really understand that. Oh no, I see. I guess I'm not allowed to block that then, because that lets them reset. So they can evoke Revel Arc to bring back the Deputy on Bridge. So I can't block this Deputy. I can block that though. But blocking the Deputy I don't think is allowed. Yeah, I need to draw a Soul Land then, right? Right. I'm not... I just have to take damage from this. Kind of sucks. Is this an activated ability? Am I allowed to Spyglass the Evoke? Could someone tell me if I'm allowed to Spyglass the Evoke? Alright, it's an alternative cost. Okay. Yo, is it an alternative cost? Yikes! Exactly what I wanted. Not. I can Chalice the Evoke creature? Doesn't really seem like I can Chalice the Evoke creature, but whatevs. Yeah, I was thinking I should not animate that anymore. Alright, they're out of equips. Alright, Soul Land, Soul Land, Soul Land, Soul Land. Alright. One Soul Land's no longer enough. Should I just get another bridge? I feel like I should. Yeah, the bridge is in the jar. Oh, that's cute. Huh. That is really cute. Alright. I'll do that then. I know, that's a really funny interaction, but that's how magic works, I guess. The real problem is I'm at 3 and they have 3 1-power creatures, so they could just attack with all of their 1-power creatures. It would not be great for me. If I were them, I think I would have just attacked with all of the 1-power creatures. Because that puts me at a 1. Then, like, what can I even do from there? I don't know. This game sucks. This game is also kind of why, like... But... I don't know, isn't that, like... I don't know. I guess I just don't get it. Ah, shit. That's bad. Alright. Pretty sure I have to animate one of my bridges. I'm kind of screwed now, I think, though. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. I think mostly die. I have a Ratchet Bomb in my main deck, I guess. I shouldn't have tapped this land, probably, but whatever. I'm dead. I can't cast anything. Alright. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, I probably should have gotten coating, but that kind of sucked. Alright, what was I saying? Alright, get out. Think. Don't want to do that. I think I just want to like have a broken start on the play and try to kill them that way. If that makes sense. Because I think if the games go long, I'm kind of screwed. So I think I might just present my game 1 deck again. Does that sound crazy? Like... maybe that's a little bit crazy. What would you want the Spyglass over? Okay, sure, but like over what? Maybe I should just move one of the Crucibles to the sideboard. Alright, I'll move one of the Crucibles to the sideboard. Damn, I have all the mana but nothing to do with it. Saddest part is, like, I can't even cast this Thought-Knot. I guess I have to ship this. This is just so bad, even though, like, it's close to being insane. Alright. This is fine. Do I want to keep that on top? Should I leave that on top? I mean, so the real question is, what is my plan for the next few turns if I leave that on top? Right? If I leave it on top, do I just play the Crucible on turn 2? That doesn't even seem that exciting, frankly. Like, I'm failing to see how this is a good game plan. Yeah. I think I'm supposed to just bottom it. I'm gonna just bottom it. I don't actually think that's really that great here. Well, there's only 3 fetch lands in the deck, Nicholas. And I also don't have a Wasteland in my hand, so... yeah, I'm gonna get the Karn, I think. Interesting. I'm going to. lets me get back to cities and savannas, and like basically is installation versus Wasteland, which is kind of nice. I think Ballista's going to win us the game too, yeah. Pretty sure you're the fake Jarvis, and I'm the real Jarvis. Yo, Dobo Sinru guys, thank you for the follow. I thought about that, actually. Maybe I wasn't supposed to get the Crucible that turn. Alright. Damn, wish I had some lands, but... Tree of Tales seems really not that good. So no, I don't have a Tree of Tales in my sideboard. Yes, all of the artifact clans were quite good and block constructed. Well, it's not a forest, it's just an artifact land that taps for green. No, the red one was Negate or 77. Do you remember why the red one was? Don't you remember when everyone sided in Seething Song and Furnace Dragon? Viridian Shaman was in green, but everyone played Furnace Shaman or Furnace Dragon post board for the mirrors. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I think that's actually probably correct. Stirrings. Well, if I fetch, then Stirrings. Then minus... for a bridge, or minus for an orb. This is really hard again. What do you think I do? I guess I'll fetch for forest first. Oh, I can't even cast bridge. Yeah, that's a good point. I think I'm gonna lead with stirrings and then figure it out. I suppose I could do that. Maybe that's actually really good. I can't control Z. I actually don't think I was supposed to take that Thought-Knot. I was supposed to take Ancient Tomb, I think. I guess I'm committed to this now. The problem is they have a Wasteland, so that's another problem, actually. Do I have to just take the plow? I think I have to just take the plow. Alright, so they have those. They're gonna waste city. I guess that's okay. Well, what does the equipment do versus Karn? Thank you, 3-ball. I'm gonna pay 4 life once. Play this bridge. Oh, I can't, but I can activate Ballista, so that's what I actually am gonna do. Wait, did I forget to use Karn? Fuck! Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with me? I can't activate now, unfortunately. Okay. Need some lands. I'm running low on time, so I'm going to just speed through my turns now. I know it's not as exciting for you guys, for me not to narrate everything, but getting really, really worried about the time differential, actually, so I'm actually going to speed it up quite a bit. So I block, it's basically for no value, so I think I'm supposed to just let it die. God damn it. Yeah, probably, but I'm worried about timing out rather than anything else right now, so... So this fetch is really good here, all things considered. Because it clears out my top cards. But like I said, I'm really worried about time, so I'm just going to speed through most of my turns. Alright. Dueling Crucibles, except my opponent has Ooze, so my Crucible's not as good. What the hell, deck? I don't think my opponent's graveyard actually matters. The problem is, like, Ooze disables my Crucible, essentially. I basically need to get... to a point... What the hell? Why is Karn in their deck? Oh my god! Oh no, that's so bad. I think I'm dead to time, but I also would just lose this game naturally, I think, is the other part of this. Actually, maybe I wouldn't be dead. I'm not sure. I don't really know what's supposed to happen from here. I don't know. Oh, whoops. Oops. Kind of feels like I can't win from this situation. I'm gonna definitely lose the timeout, unfortunately, even though I've sped up a lot. Problem is I can't actually do very much. Well, I can't Karn because I had to Spyglass both Karns, otherwise I would lose to their Lattice. But it just, I don't know. It was pretty hard to win, period, once the game started to look like this. Shit. Probably would, unfortunately. I think based on how decks are constructed, this is a pretty bad matchup for me. I really sped up as much as I could, though, unfortunately. Yeah, but the problem is I only have one Karn. What if they just found Birds of Paradise before that? I would actually die to Birds of Paradise before that, I think. Because of double Noble Hierarch and Birds of Paradise lets them sneak in 2 damage per turn. What a weird game. Actually, I would have lost if they... Oh no, they couldn't do that. Never mind. About to die, though. I made up a lot of the time differential, though. Just saying. Yeah, I think this deck is really hard to play. Well, I guess it's really hard to play when I have no time to think about anything. Oblivion Stone. Well, I don't have that card in my deck. Alright, whatever. Dead. Well, that sucked. Alright, well, a 3-2 is still respectable. Alright. So, I'm going to have the Storm guy show up in a few minutes, but I want to analyze this deck a bit before, and then take a restroom break before we start the next week with Storm. Let's discuss what worked and what didn't work. I do think Stirrings is pretty powerful. Like, obviously it's in contention for being banned in Modern, which is sort of maybe a good reason to play it in Legacy. Karn, obviously freaking great. All of the Karns are great. Kind of think maybe cutting the second Scion of Urza was a mistake. I mean, yeah, Stirrings is insane. Ballista, I don't know, like, I think there should be one of these here, and there should be, like, maybe a Damping Sphere. Damping Sphere seems like it would probably be good. Damping Sphere over the Canonist, I think, would improve the deck. Then you can cut both of these, which I think is actually kind of nice. Then the card that suggested, I think this one makes sense. Crystal Vein. So then now you have 10 soul lands for broken starts. I'm not sure, like, it feels like 3 Sylvan Library is not correct, but I'm not completely sure about that. I think maybe the configuration you want actually looks like this. Don't really understand Choke. That's fair. I could see this deck not being great versus that. Choke is mostly for miracles. Is there a better card we could play, or is that the best one? Also, why is there a Relic and 2 Crypts? I don't really get that either, I suppose. But I do think playing 4 Thought-Knot is correct. Thought-Knot is just such a broken card. Relic, Crypt are for Chalice. Can you explain that? Just a fun! Thank you for the sub! I really appreciate it. Look, everyone, let's get some claps in chat for one of the newest members of the MPL, Just Stefan. Please, everyone who is subbed, some claps. And if you're not subbed, well, just type in Jarvis clap in the chat anyways. Please don't type Jarvis Fap. It's not cool, bro. Thank you, Fine Gersh. And just going to open a chest. For Jess. Let's see, what is there? Jess, how do you feel about Soulscar Mage and Twilight Shepherd? Yo, what's up, Cardboard Live? I would like to hear your feelings on these cards, Jess. Said brings up a good point. Relic is important because versus lands you can repeatedly exile their graveyard with it, and since it exiles itself, you can get it back Karn any amount of times every third turn. Wow, that is going deep, but I appreciate the deepness of that thought said. That actually makes sense. Every third turn you can relic your land's opponent. Wow, that is deep. I probably would not have thought of that myself, but that is sweet. Well, we went 3-2 with Green Prison, and I don't know. Said I have deep respect for you, winning a lot with this deck. What is your current record with this deck? For those of you who are here. I'm curious, said. I know you were crushing a lot in the chats we had, but obviously I don't know for sure. 24-7. All right, there you hear it, folks. Yeah, you should count the challenge. 24-7 is quite a good win rate, in my opinion. That is above 75%. 24 divided by 31. That's 77.4%. Yes, and you still think the deck is not optimized. I think it's really hard to play, and like, it's just no one's worked on it besides you, right? So both of those factors make it hard. But Inventor's Fair is an interesting. I don't know. Do you think Fair is good? Fair is really slow, and I think look at how many artifacts you actually have. It's not that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. These are slow. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You have 24 artifacts? Or 23? 24. Zorn Orb is not good enough, I think, because you really don't want to sacrifice your lands. I think the problem is the lands are valuable. And yet the planeswalkers are not tutorable is another problem. No. There's just a lot of problems, I think. Right. Once you put Karn in your deck, the Karn sideboards. Well, the Hackbird, I was counting for activating Fair, not for tutoring. Alright, I'm gonna let you all take a look at this deck. It's Tess, but there's some interesting additions. Mizzix's Mastery. I have not played with this card a lot, but something. I need to move that away. I need to request the other deck, but haven't seen a lot of lists that play Mizzix's Mastery. Yeah, Jarvis, indeed. I love that emote, Min. I guess you could guess that I love that emote because I had it made. Shop, shop, shop. Good question. I wish I could tell you Elves was good, but I don't think it is that great right now. What's that emote? Tide? Oh, come on! Honorog copied me. Well, actually, I told Honorog to use that person to make the emotes. Damn, Honorog. Anyways, Funny note about Pulverize and why I think it's good right now. You ever cast a Pulverize versus Mycosynth Lattice? I'll let you all think about that. Pulverize versus Mycosynth Lattice. Have you all thought about it? Chop. Unfortunately for you, this deck came separate from you talking about it. Yeah, traders, what you doing, fam? Still acquiring the cards. But look, we're going to play some with this deck in a bit. There's a lot of debate on whether this deck is actually good or not. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Every time I played this deck by myself, I would win like 30% of my matches. Same for Ant. I would win like 40% of my matches, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad at this type of deck. Who can say for sure? One quick question. Did the deck list update? This might be a problem. Oh no, it's just being really slow to trade. Yo, should I open more chests while we wait? I do remember that. You have 120 seconds to type open or don't open. All right, 1 vote for open. 2nd vote for open. 3rd vote for open. Rated E. I already did that once. What the hell was that command called? You have to type don't open as one word, Flozilla. And then it'll register. Let's see, what the hell was that called? What did I call that command? Anyone remember what that command was called? How do I see all my commands? Open all. That is a good clip if you hadn't seen it before. I somehow managed to open 303 chests. So I don't think I'll ever be low on play points. All right, one other thing. So if anyone wants to ask me any questions about my thoughts on anything, now is a great time while we wait for Anthony to show up. Where's the editor as well? Editor. All right, I will open 5 - 1 chests for the chat. Thoughts on cats? Cats are great. Here we go. Let's see. Let me find the picture of Anthony. All right, that is your. All right, I'm opening 4 chests while we wait. Thoughts on cats? How do they compare to dogs? I prefer dogs slightly, but all animals are great. The Unspeakable and Ulash the Hate Seed. So I remember when people were obsessed with the Unspeakable for that states, you could cast Reach Through Mists, Peer Through Depths, then Sift Through Sands to put the Unspeakable out. You all should look up what Sift Through Sands does if you haven't heard of this. It's a hoot. Watch the Hate Seed, the Unspeakable, 5 play points. Chest number 2. Ooh, Final Judgment, another Kamigawa block all-star. And Neheb Dreadhorde Champion. Reach Through Mist is just a cantrip, but is arcane. But Sift Through Sands is the one you need to look up the Hackbird. Trust me, you should look it up. Oh gosh, some Sift Through Sands. Well, bad catalog unless you put the Unspeakable into play for free. It's actually the same as catalog, except it costs 1 blue. Alright. Chest number 3. Ooh, a Prairie Stream and a Secure the Wastes. I actually am sort of fond of Secure the Wastes myself. Let's see, chest number 4. Mage Ring Responder. You know, I don't really understand why this card exists still. You know, I don't think I'll ever really understand. Tower of Murmurs is also something that I don't really understand. All right. So